Hi guys, it's Monica and welcome back. Today I'm going to bring you along for my favorite way to make chicken noodle soup. And it can be a very easy, stress-free meal, especially if you have a lot of other things to do like I do today. Also, a lot of big news coming. I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's go ahead and get started on this soup. Alright guys, so here is the start of our chicken noodle soup. And you don't have to use noodles. I am actually, what I'm going to do with this, I'm making a really big pot. We're going to have some for dinner. Just because we're all feeling kind of puny because the weather keeps going super cold and then warms back up and then super cold and warms back up, and so it's snow and sunny and snow and sunny, and we're all feeling it. So I'm making a big batch, and I'm going to do it without the noodles. Freeze these in little single serving portions. Freeze it up, and then that way, when I thaw it out, if I want to add noodles, I can cook off some noodles. If I want to do orzo, I can do orzo, because I like it both ways. And I like it without the noodles and just more of a brothy soup. So, excuse me. That is what we're doing today. But you want to start off, the key to this amazing soup is the broth, for one. So, we start off, I have about 6 cloves of garlic in here. I have 1 large onion and 2 celeries with the leaves on because that has nutrition too. So I have all that down. And then I'm going to be adding bone-in chicken. Now these are split chicken breasts, but they're bone-in and skin on. And that is what you want to give it the most flavor and the most health benefits. Because it's essentially, and it's still partially frozen, but that's okay. Essentially, you're making a bone broth. You're making a bone broth within your chicken noodle soup. So it's just like how I would do my my chicken bone broth, except I'm making a soup with it. So I'm not going to cook it for hours and hours. It's going to be more of a quick, but you're still going to get some nutrients out of it. So to this, and that was 4, I can't remember how many pounds that was, but I got it on sale. It was buy one get one free. So it came up to like $4 a pack, which is really good. So I just added some salt. I'm going to add some black pepper. And this is all I'm going to add for right now until the chicken's done and we take the chicken out, strain off the broth, and then test it to see what else we need. Oh, I forgot carrots. I am glad I saw that. Forgot these some carrots. Now these I was gifted over the summer, and I just froze them. So they need used up. So we're going to put them in there. They give off great flavor. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, so now we're going to add our water. And we are just going to fill it up as much as we can. I think this is a 12-quart stock pot. I think. It may be less. But there was 8 cups right there. So maybe it is. But we're just going to cook this for about probably 4 hours because I have some laundry to do and house cleaning to do. So I'm just going to let this go on the stove untouched at a simmer until the chicken is done, and essentially slow cooks. And then I will bring you back whenever we get to our next step. Now, for my exciting news, go ahead and turn this on. I am officially going to be in the hatching business. I have my incubator ordered, and so you will definitely be seeing hatching on this channel. I am so excited. You will also be seeing quiche making on this channel. because I have a lot of eggs. In my fridge right now, I have 4 dozen eggs, and we eat eggs every day. I was going to start selling them, but I want to hatch, so the incubator that I got holds, I think, 40 eggs, 40 large eggs. So I'll be able to put some in there, and then I'm also going to make some quiche, make a head quiche. I'm going to put them in the freezer so that I can pop them in the oven at a moment's notice, and then I have a delicious breakfast or brunch or dinner, whatever. So I'll be bringing you along for that too. I already have a lot of recipes printed out, so I am ready to try them. I always love new recipes, so I'll see you in about 4 hours when we really get this soup going. Okay, so it is the next day. Okay, you can see I cooled down my broth. I strained it all yesterday. Excuse me. And I also went ahead and deboned the chicken. Now, this isn't all of it. I made some delicious chicken Caesar wraps last night and this morning for breakfast. Oh my goodness, so good. But anyway, that's plenty of chicken. And so I have this in here, and it turned out to be about 8 cups of broth, I believe. 8 or 9 cups of broth. So we have our chicken broth down, and again, this is going to be a chicken soup, not chicken noodle or chicken and orzo, because I'm wanting to freeze this. Originally, I was going to have chicken noodle and then have it for my lunch and dinner when I started this video, but got busy with things and whatnot, and so it's now just going to be a freezer meal, or meals, because I'm just going to put in some celery and then seasonings and then the chicken, and then we're going to freeze it. That way, whenever I go to take it out, I can make chicken noodle soup if I want chicken noodle soup, and add some of my canned carrots and just heat it up on the stove. Or I can do chicken and orzo, same thing. I can add canned carrots after. I don't want to add the canned carrots now, and I don't have fresh, or I just use fresh. This is just celery, but I don't want to use the canned carrots because they'll be way too soft, because they're already soft from canning. And then if I put them in the freezer after that, they're going to be mush by the time I get done. So I'm just heating everything up so that I can taste it, put all our chicken in, and then we're going to add some garlic powder. I see, baby. Or you can use fresh garlic. I'm going to add some onion powder, and this is what I did. You'll see in the video I posted yesterday of my winter kale soup. I was doing my my spices, and so now they're all in jars and they're nicely labeled, and everything is so much nicer. Parsley, definitely parsley, and then let's see, we need some thyme. I like to put thyme in my chicken soup, whether it's chicken and orzo or chicken noodle. I like thyme. And then pepper and a little bit of salt. And I'm going to let this come up to a boil, let all of our flavors meld together, and then I'm going to try it, and then we're going to freeze it. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Okay, so my soup is exactly how I would want it to taste before putting in my noodle or whatever of choice. So this is quickly turned into not a chicken noodle soup recipe, but a chicken soup base recipe, which is perfectly fine. This is exactly how I make my chicken noodle soup, except I add in a thing of canned carrots, a pint-sized thing of canned carrots, or you can use fresh. And then I add in noodles or orzo. So I will bring you along for one of those recipes soon. But right now, this is a base, and that's how I'm keeping it, and it is going to go in my freezer. Now, I am putting these in freezer bags, and that is because I've lost all of my Tupperware. I know, but I have like Tupperware elves or my children. Either way, I have a bunch of lids and I don't have any containers. So, I do this with my chili a lot, is I will freeze it in a bag. Just take out all of the air, and then I get everything even, and this is how I'll lay it in my freezer, and then I can stack them once they freeze. I can stack them up, and it's really convenient. I actually really enjoy doing my things that way, because if you just have Tupperware in your freezer, it can definitely get crowded fast. You could also can this. I actually am probably going to can some at some point to have on my shelf, but right now I have a lot of chicken and mushroom soup, and so I want to use that first before I can anything else. So that's why I'm not canning it, because I think I still have maybe 10 jars of cream of chicken and mushroom soup, and I'll leave that link up above. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. It's just another way to preserve food that isn't canning, and I enjoy doing it. It makes things so easy if you're running late or you're not feeling good or the hubby has to do the cooking. I can tell him, you know, grab one of these bags, pop in some noodles once it comes up to a boil, and voila, it's done. Dinner's ready, it's delicious, and everyone's happy. So this is all I'm going to continue doing. I'm just going to get these done, get them put in the freezer, and that's all for today's video. I hate that it turned into something different than the beginning of the video, but I'm still glad I brought you along, because you get to see another way that I preserve stuff. And it's still my recipe, I just didn't put noodles in and give you a taste test. So, I still hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you come back for another recipe or DIY. Thanks for watching.